chance in life, one chance. You better live it up. Live it up.
You got some more.
Haters, man. Live your your dreams, never give it up. You only get one life. You better live it up. Hey. You the greatest till you shine. Forget a hater, you just remember the shine. Tell yourself that you the greatest till you shine. Forget a hater, you just remember the shine. One day I had a dream, count up to my king.
So check this out. How y'all doing?
Hello.
This is Dalo Saku. This is my wife, Angela. And we just came from the movies. We went to go see Queen and Slim. Mm-hmm. And then we went to go see Knives Out. So I'm going to start. Are you laughing? I'm going to get right to it. The Queen and Slim film. Thumbs up or thumbs down for you? Mm-hmm. She liked it. I'm going to give it a thumbs down.
I like parts of it.
I mean, is it thumbs up or thumbs down?
I said cross. It could have been saved in many aspects.
I give him that too.
Yeah,
put it right there in the middle.
Yeah, do cross.
We'll give him a half.
We'll give him half stars.
We ain't gonna kill it.
We ain't gonna kill it.
This is just my opinion. We got two different opinions on a lot of things. One is, of course, we love black cinema. Mm-hmm. And I personally am a component on how we're viewed in the media, Facebook, anything. I'm real peculiar. I'm paying close attention to how we are portrayed in films, and of course, I know that we have all of the attributes of every type of character that exists in human existence. But we like to have some type of balance when it comes to men that look like me.
Complexion people is a plus to me, and the fact that both of them were dark skinned and they were beautiful. The movie. Mm-hmm.
So I want to look up the writer. Go ahead, you keep on talking. I'm gonna look up the writer and the producer.
Okay. Different things that I took away from the movie. When I first saw the commercial for the movie, I assumed what a lot of people assumed was a Bonnie and Clyde type movie because that was one of the lines that stood out in the commercial. So I kind of thought about that going in, and that was not what it was. Also, before going to the movies, I thought it was going to be a love story, but I didn't walk away with feeling like it was really a love story. So that was another mistake on my part. So I did go in with different perspective, but I saw something different.
People saying, "Oh, it was beautiful." It wasn't a little. If you're going to go see the movie, that's why I put spoiler alert. We about to tell it all. All right. So listen, this is a film written by Lena Waithe. The director is Melina Lucas, and I believe the director is Blake Morris, and I don't know what the writer is, Lena, who she is. So, I took notes because I write as
Orleans to Florida, knowing it doesn't take 3 days. I mean,
it took them 3 days. It took them 3 days to get to
even on the road. Georgia. It wouldn't take that long. I mean, even if they had to go to Savannah and then Florida, that was crazy. I didn't get that.
Has anybody seen the film that's online right now? If you have, say yes. So here's an issue. The first thing is, I didn't find not one strong brother in this film.
Nope.
And his brothers up and down the film.
Nope.
Right.
Not one.
And I said, when they say, well, what was weak? What was negative? I didn't say Slim was negative, but Slim was weak from the jump.
Yeah.
His mannerisms from when he first got pulled over by the cop, and in writing and directing, he would be called the narrator character, and the sister would be called the protagonist. She's the one that jump starts everything off, and him being the character, he's kind of like the narrator. You get it from his perspective. Mm-hmm. So her she had a bad day, so her whole conversation towards the brother was like real, it was negative, and she basically told him what to do through the whole film. He only made one decision, and that was to go to Cuba, they agreed on that, and everything else was, hey, do this, don't do that. Why are you doing this? I don't do that. Because she was a lawyer and we don't know what he did. We knew her background. She didn't like her family, and we knew nothing about his background. Right. It was just a weird. Let me just tell you about stuff I don't like. I didn't like the fact that they took 3 days to drive from New Orleans to get to Georgia. I didn't get that. Another thing is,
but less amount of time to drive from Ohio to New Orleans. Right.
The other thing is they when they took the first cop truck, he was like going to get him gas. Mm-hmm. Neither one she didn't have a person. He didn't have a wallet. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. So now he goes to the gas station. They carjack him. They take him back to their car, put him in the trunk. But damn, you didn't get your wallet
or your money.
You on a run. You don't. The first thing I'm thinking about is
get the money
and the guns and whatever else we got.
Right.
But they didn't get a wallet.
They didn't get no money out the ATM. They went with whatever change they had in their pockets. That didn't make any sense to me.
She threw the phones away.
Right.
When she could have just took the battery out and use it when you need to use it. It could ping wherever, but you're not going to be in that location. But anyway, she's a lawyer. The other thing was, there was a scene. Let me see. So the brother goes to rob the gas station that the girl told him to go rob.
Right.
Again, this nigga's weak to go rob to get gas. He gives his gun to the clerk. The clerk said, I'll pay for your gas if you let him hold a gun. Come on, man.
That made no sense to me.
Even a fake tough guy wouldn't even give his gun up to somebody supposed to be robbing. Stupid.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Let me see. There's a protest. Here's another negative thing I didn't like.
Oh, yeah.
The one time they have a protest about them, here's a young brother who's a cop telling a younger teen to go home. And then he takes his shield off like it's said, look, man, we're not trying to lock you up. Just go home. I just want to do my job. The boy turned around and shoot him. Are you fucking kidding me?
Made no sense. None.
Some little 13-year-old boy just turned around and shoot another black man in the head who's a cop who was trying to help him, and you bust him in the head.
No, do you want better? In the middle of a street where other cops were around, and he was able to pull out the gun, still have a conversation with this young man before getting killed, without the boy being killed. That was crazy. I was like, okay, that was stupid. I didn't see the reason to even have that part in the movie other than to make people who are out there advocating against police violence look stupid and bad to me. Because one scene of protesters, you made it into a negative scene instead of walking. It should have been more positive. Like, okay,
show some advocacy.
Right. It didn't show it showed all the it's crazy. The advocacy was only the white people.
Right.
That was it.
So you had, let me see. The first male character who was the cop. Mm-hmm. He's actually a Native American.
Right.
Oh no, he's Hispanic in real life.
Yeah.
They didn't shoot him. He was a cop. They put him in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
To get to her uncle, who is played by Hakeem Woodbine, something like that. The little bald head brother.
Right.
I didn't want to say he was a pimp, but he had women that seemed as if he was a pimp. Yeah. He had 3 or 4 of them in the house. Come on, man. So then he gets to the mechanic, right? Mm-hmm. Who's the brother.
Right.
The mechanic fixes the car, but he doesn't like what they were about, right. Not knowing the whole story. And it was his son, who was black, that shot another black cop.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Speaking of black cops, there was one when they took the car from the white people that helped them. They helped them. Stole their car, and the black cop was there and lifted the thing up, and he let him go, and it was a pass. So, and that's my black and white. That's the thing I'm always see when I look at images of me or any characters that look like us in the film. What are their roles? What are the characters? How much they giving to this film. So that's how I see it. And then the last one was a brother who the white couple told him to meet down wherever they was at, somewhere in South Florida. He sold him out. So I was like, damn. Usually, if there's a protagonist in a film, they go through. This is what makes you fall in love with the character. That you meet them in their up, you see them going down, you see them like, oh, the underdog, and then they make it to the top. This one, there was never really an up. I don't see how this was a love story when my man just smashed. They was in the car 3 days. You know, unless we want to talk about TV love, where people in 30 minutes in one episode fall in love with each other. But they smashed. It was a great love scene, sex scene. Because she had her issues with she said she liked to be alone. Anyway, that's the thing about the men. I just didn't like that part.
But what I didn't like about the women were, one, the few other women that were on the movie they were prostitutes. They looked like. Again, they followed a lot of the stereotypes that they already have about Moorish women through this movie. They over-sexualized a lot of it. I mean, her outfit alone, and I get it. She's on the run. She's just coming from a whorehouse. But if I'm on a run, I want to be comfortable. I'm not trying to look cute in a tight ass dress, you know, with a split up to my crotch. Stiletto boots. I'm going to be looking for the sweats and the t-shirt because I want to look for comfort in this run, you know. But right. Yeah, I mean, I get it's a movie. You want to, but I hate the run quick. Whatever, but the over sexualization of the women in this movie, I did not like at all. She had on a badass white suit in the beginning, though. I did like that suit. That was cute. But yeah, that's about it for the women part.
But the film looked good. The cinematography was great. Right. It was great to see two dark, melanated people on film. Going for a cause, which was the cause to escape the police.
Yes, that was the only cause.
It wasn't, like they were super conscious advocates,
right?
Even though one was a lawyer who uncle killed her mom by accident, and she was
able to get him off.
That was a nice little twist, but my man had the character had no depth,
none,
other than his face.
Get out! Yeah,
don't shoot me, son.
No.
That's
true. I mean, I got the full story on her, but nothing on him. And that would have been interesting other than his father, not taking it back, not screwing him over and turning him into cops when he had a chance to. I would like to have known what kind of work he did. If he worked for himself, was he an engineer? It's so many possibilities. I mean, they showed her as a successful lawyer, which is cool. And that's great. But the way she even met him on Tinder, and then the way she talked down to him, I'm like, okay, why are we even meeting?
That day would have been over.
I know for most men, that would have been like, okay, we good.
He stuck in because he thought he was gonna close the deal at the end.
a lot of the stuff in this movie didn't make sense, and maybe if you're not one of those people to go to the movies and really look at a lot of the different perspectives, the storyline itself. And you're going to enjoy it a lot. So, but if you were, I don't know if I call myself a thinker, but I do overthink things sometimes.
I mean, you do.
But I want the whole story and not just one perspective. And if you're gonna have two people and say that they're falling in love, have a better storyline. For me, I would like to have known more about him. I like the storyline about her, which is awesome, and can we have some other Moorish people like the Europeans in it who hid them, they protected them. I mean,
they're allies.
They were allies, true allies, where they didn't have any Moorish allies other than the cop.
No, they had her uncle was an ally. The mechanic was an ally.
I mean, an ally that's a whole person without all these flaws and you know what I'm saying? Because none of that. If they were outlaws, they were
a nice married couple,
right?
And the other one was a pimp, but we don't know the other one had a son, so he could have had the wife. She could have been at the
crib running I seriously doubt it.
The mechanic,
I doubt it. They would have showed a picture of him with her grieving their son, but they didn't. They only showed the father crying, as if the mama wasn't in the picture. Thank you,
That's
darling.
a great point.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
and the ending was stupid again. It was predictable. I mean, one thing
I didn't expect that.
I did. I was like, there's no way they're going to, one, she's not going to have a movie out here that white people going to put money behind for her to allow people who kill cops to get away.
All right, stop that. Stop. Hold that point. So, and I just happened to just watch a bit of interview of the director, and she was saying she had to say that this was not an anti-cop film, and I was just thinking, when I watched the people promote 999, cop when it was a dirty cop,
for you, not me,
and playing a dirty cop obviously get you an Emmy,
right,
or a Great Slave. Mm-hmm. So,
Training Day,
boom, Training Day, and we get on. As a matter of fact, 21 Bridges with. But people, we shouldn't have to feel that I've done like an independent film, but if you're a film director or writer, you shouldn't have to feel the need to say that this is a anti-cop film. It's just cops get killed, civilians get killed. Nobody's saying, "Oh, this is an anti-civilian." The black people get killed in the movie. Nobody's saying that. Yeah. So anyway, I just thought that was a little weird that you would don't feel like you have to say that. Stop apologizing for putting your shit out.
Right.
So anyway, stand by it, stand on it. I was reading people posts, and I was just like, after the film, halfway through the film, I didn't see anything they were talking about. When I saw Love Jones 15 times because of her, that's a love story.
Right.
It's another good one.
Jason's lyric is bootleg, but I like that one.
Jason's lyric saying bootleg, that's a classic.
I like that one. That's a classic. Even
why do you call it bootleg?
I don't know. Jason's lyric was good. How about the one with Tupac and Janet Jackson? Poetic Justice. Those to me are classic. She fell in love with Tupac, didn't she? They ended up together on the end. You need to watch.
I thought he got killed on the end.
No, his cousin that were traveling.
That was the same movie.
Traveling across the country.
Look, that's the same movie.
What?
Right in a truck, ride across somewhere.
But they didn't kill him. They didn't kill him. His cousin died.
His cousin got shot by what? I don't know. I'm gonna just say the police shit. So no, here's another one. Here's another good one. I don't know if it was a love story. I can't think of the name.
Okay, why are you not thinking of the name of it?
Okay. Like those brothers movies, The Wedding.
Yes, Best Man. Best Man
is dope.
Yeah, that's a good love story.
That's a good love story.
Yes,
it had it had laughs, dramas, and I'm not saying every film got to have that, but what makes a great film is a variety of emotions. And I'm not saying that this film had to have that to be a good film. The Irishman. Anyway, it was good, but it didn't. You kikied a little at a couple things, but on the film, what's the name?
What? Which one? You finished with that one?
Queen of Slim.
Wait, I got something else.
Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
Dang, did I lose it? Okay. It's not a love story for me, simply because I think it's more of a finding story. With them traveling together, they kind of find themselves, and they were able to explain to each other what they wanted and who they were. But in the process, I don't think they really fell in love. I just felt that they loved each other for who they were and how and what they found out about each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had some internal healing that she needed to do, and she was able to point those things out to him. And he also had the same kind of, you know what I'm saying, trying to say?
That boy wasn't looking for love. He was on Tinder.
Right. Right. But yeah, because his whole thing was by his family, and the little boy, when they met him, he was like, "You guys gonna be remembered forever because y'all are," what did he say? The word? I forgot the word, but anyway, because they were famous, they were gonna be well known throughout. And the guy in the movie only wanted his family. As long as his family remembered him, he knew he was here. You know what I'm saying? So I like that perspective of it.
Ishmael says Lena Waithe is a homosexual woman. No issue against those alternative lifestyles. She writes for The Chi.
Oh, okay.
I'm not impressed with it. True. The Chi is like, I think when it comes to us, we like to have one of us. We like to have us on the writing and production, the whole thing. And hey, Martin, we haven't been talking about it. We want to. This is just something that you're trying to sell to Netflix or Damon Dash or something. I don't know. Something, you know, you can knock out real quick. But you can still be have great writers even on those type films. What I like about The Chi, I like the drama about The Chi. I don't know about the relationship part.
That's another one where there's no whole people. Yeah.
And when she say whole people, it's like me. Because I brought it up, like every time I see a show with the brother, he's not a whole brother. It's with his sister beside him, his wife, they got kids. Now they may have some drama in the historical background of family, but that's fine. But even like when we look at like my boys, like even I watch Teen Titans, the cartoon. And I was like, damn, the only black man is half a robot. He's not even a whole man, right? And then we go on and name characters. That's why I started watching Empire. They was all the men was fucked up. And I just like, I'm not intrigued by watching men that look like me sleep with other men or be half a man and it's just shit just not intrigued. That's not something I don't like seeing that. So the most of the men that Hollywood is putting out lately are half men. They're not whole men. There's always something wrong with them.
Mm-hmm. And I wish like in Queen and Slim, they really had a better balance of the characters. Because the woman, yeah, she was a dominant character. I mean, again, you'll know her background, everything. But with him, he was just there. And he was like, okay, we got to give you a few lines. You got to say this. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But when you have an opportunity and you have a screen that you can kind of influence a lot of people, and you're in the front of a lot of people, you should be able to take that and say something better than what people.
Yeah. So even something you just said I was going to touch on.
What
did you just say?
I don't know.
But so
having them have more about him in there, and he only had a few lines.
Yeah. Oh, her dominance.
Her dominance was there.
Her dominance even showed once she removed the weave.
Yeah, it was even more.
Her natural, which is tight.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Which is, you know, if you want to, if I want to get into a breakdown like of a film, to the symbology of the film, I can have all kind of stuff up and down in the film and say it really is a film about. It was stupid, man. How you gonna kill both of them at the end? This shit was just fucking shit. It was stupid to me. But they were set up. They standing there with 20 cops pointing guns at them, and they holding hands. And the white cop, which is a white female, just shoot the black woman in the heart. God damn. And they still yelling, but they don't have a gun or anything. He kneels down, picks her up, start walking to the car. Y'all gonna shoot him?
All of them went
shoot him? Out of what?
That made no sense. Man. I knew they were gonna die, but I didn't know it was gonna go out like that.
I don't feel sorry for them. This shit was stupid.
Yeah.
You know what? When you write some shit and you write a character, you know, and if it's a good character, you follow that character.
Right.
You feel sorry. A Rocky Balboa, you feel sorry because he dirt poor. He begged for that woman, Adrian. He begged for her. He finally got it. Stallone never put a brother as a clown in his films. Name one. They was all top dogs in his film. Even if he did beat their ass, someone beat him. But my point is, you follow that character and you feel for that character. When I looked at dude, I mean, you know, the cop was disrespectful. I was just like, y'all killing the man. Shit.
Yeah.
You could go to Africa. I mean, go to Cuba. You know, give me a part two. Go to Cuba. Or give me a shootout. Shit.
Right. Something.
Y'all could do a shootout. I would if this would have been better if y'all had killed a few people on the way to get to the plane and got sold out.
Yeah.
And they had protests, meeting a couple of protests, people hating you, regular people with bounties check. I don't know, man. The ending was just, I was ready to walk out. Everybody still kind of, I didn't stay.
It wasn't a hand clapping ending. Nobody's clapping.
I'm actually disturbed. It disturbed me for some. I may be a little shell shocked. Yeah. Why seeing black men get killed on film?
I didn't look. I couldn't watch that part. actually closed my eyes on a part. I knew it was coming. But I think the movie, one thing I did take away is the different characters in the movie that they came across are characters that we have in our own community.
True.
You know, you have the one that don't know the whole story and assume what being shown to them and the propaganda of the media is truth. And you have those who look more into it and make their own decision based on the facts. And they turn you in just so they come up. I wish it was more of us that was turning people in to come up on a lot of these murders here in Jacksonville. But apparently this movie is, you know, what they want because that's close to their reality. I don't know. I'm just saying. You like it that much, go ahead and turn some of these fools in.
So I won't. I was gonna do that, but I'm gonna give it a halfway. I'm gonna give it a halfway, man. But anyway, so after that, I'm
how longer than it needed to be to me, but it has so many different little
twists. It's
twists and turns.
It's a whodunit, right?
Yes.
The whodunit type joints. It was good.
Yeah,
it was good. They and they held you. They had you there all the way to the end.
Right.
Had you trying to figure out. You sitting in the movie theater. Oh, it was so and so. Oh, nah.
Yeah.
It was so and so.
Knives Out was definitely a good. I mean, if you have kids who were into that, is safe for them to go. It wasn't too gory. Just one part it was kind of bloody and gory, but and I think we kind of got the ending before it happened. Kind of, sort of, we kind of figured it out, but it was good. So
yeah,
that's our perspectives.
That's it. I mean, you know, it's just our opinion. Go see him. Go support him. Oh, here's something. So, you know, I don't participate in any of these holidays, but this film's coming out in February, and it looks great.
Yeah,
and it's of course something that people want to see, which is these beautiful couples finding each other, falling in love. It's called, is it Photograph?
The Photographer.
Issa Rae.
Issa Rae.
And the brother who was
Spelman Graph. What's up, Issa?
And also the oh, you know what? Both of them was in Get Out.
Yes, they were both in Get Out. Yeah.
So the slim one from Get Out, he's in Knives Out. He's the leading lieutenant detective.
He is
in the film of Knives Out. Matter of fact, he's the only brother
in Knives Out.
Knives Out.
But he was a smart brother in Knives Out. So
right. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the film that's coming out.
It's the Photographer.
The Photographer.
I think it's called The Photographer, but we're gonna.
It's a love joint. It's a love movie. So what I want to do, I'm gonna give them all again and a few more people. Is just buy the theater and make it a date night for everybody to come out and support that Issa Rae film.
Just put in The Photographer.
All right. So you telling me what to do? You trying to make me like Slim?
You are Slim.
You supposed to be Quim?
Don't let him fool you. He's Slim, y'all. The Photographer.
The Photographer.
The Photograph. No, The Photograph.
Loud and wrong. The watch out, man.
The photo.
There it is, right. Yeah, this looks like. I mean, it looks like something you want to see. The trailer is good. It's Issa Rae. It's also the other brother from. It's a drama romance. It's the brother from Atlanta, and also
the one that's beefing with the gal for Breakfast Club right now. He said that about Charlamagne the God. He just released an album or a single last week.
Yeah, diss track. What's up, Ish? Who else online? Furman Jackson, Chandra, peace. Jade, Najju, what's going on? Come on, man. Y'all want to dialogue a little bit? Who else on here? Anybody else on here?
That's it.
Glenelle, you still on here?
Nope.
Donald, Sonya, anybody else?
Right.
Slow, nobody want to talk?
That's our review.
That's it?
Yep.
30 All right, minutes. Man. Peace.
30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes.